Hey guys, it is 5:45. I missed this. This premiered at 4 o'clock. I had to go to work and I just got back. I'm ready. Let's watch it. It's about 23 minutes, 33 seconds. Let's do it.
I know you wish things were different.
Let me raise the volume. Okay.
I wish things were different.
Are they playing the exact same trailer they did last time? Because I didn't like it that much. It looks...
But they ain't.
Please stop.
Okay, so it's different. No? No, I think they are replaying that trailer.
I'm leaving tomorrow.
To do this smart, we'd be leaving Jackson vulnerable.
So they just get to get away with this?
How'd you find us?
You can't stop this.
I want what you want. But not at any cost. I really hope you make it.
I have to finish it.
There's a cost.
We could have killed you. Maybe you should have.
I'm Neil Druckmann, Vice President of Naughty Dog and the Director of The Last of Us Part 2. We're just a few weeks away from launch on June 19th, when the game will
Ooh,
finally
that
be
water
in your
looked
hands.
good!
The wait has been long, and we're extremely grateful for your patience, especially now in the midst of these unprecedented and challenging times. We hope you're all taking care of yourselves and that you, your friends, and your loved ones are doing well. Because of these extraordinary circumstances, we can't be together in this final stretch and share the experience like we usually would. So today we're trying something different. Something we've never done before. Over the next 20 minutes or so, we're going to give you an in-depth look into what awaits you in The Last of Us Part 2, including new details about the gameplay experience and story. And to cap it all off, we'll be showing a never-before-seen, lengthy gameplay sequence. You'll definitely want to stick around for that.
I don't know what happened.
St. Mary's Hospital.
The Fireflies and walk away.
Oh, that's the final location of the first game.
They
Right.
were actually going to make a cure. The only catch, it would kill her.
The Last of Us Part 2 picks up Ellie and Joel's story several years after the events of the first game. Ellie and Joel have settled in Jackson, Wyoming, amongst a thriving community of survivors.
Back with
With the
Tommy.
threats of the world kept outside the town's walls, Jackson has been able to find relative peace and even stability. Ellie is now 19, lives on her own, and has been able to forge lasting relationships within the community.
Scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate our kiss from last night?
However, this peace is short-lived. Jackson and Ellie suffer a violent and traumatizing event. Ellie sets off back into the treacherous outside world in search of retribution and justice. Her journey will take her to new parts of the country previously unexplored in The Last of Us. The story spans multiple seasons and climates, from the snow-capped mountains of Jackson to the lush Pacific Northwest. Each introduces a wide range of exterior and interior environments for you to navigate and explore, rendered in meticulous detail and unprecedented scale with the latest iteration of the Naughty Dog engine. Our goal was to make these environments not only beautiful, but feel as grounded and authentic to the cities they're based on as possible. Much of the story unfolds in what remains of Seattle, a massive former quarantine zone. Its locales are incredibly diverse, spanning a dense city center with a skyline of towering high-rises to the beautiful suburbs and stormy waterfronts that surround it. The city exhibits drastic shifts in architecture, elevation, and weather. And with Part 2, we've introduced new traversal mechanics that afford greater exploration and ways to navigate threats. Ellie is not only able to climb and jump over gaps, but she can use ropes to scale vertical terrain or swing over obstacles, allowing her to discover new areas, resources, and side narratives.
Oh, it's like Uncharted 4.
These more open environments also create new strategic considerations in combat, whether it's to get the jump on enemies or bypass them entirely. The Last of Us Part 2 features some of the largest environments we've ever created. Horseback riding will allow Ellie to quickly cover some of these expansive terrains. Some streets are so flooded that a boat is required to navigate them. However, the world of The Last of Us is as lush and inviting as it is deadly. As Ellie uncovers the path to finding those who have wronged her, she must face the many threats of this unknown city. In the wake of the pandemic and the fall of the quarantine zone, Seattle has become a war zone, where two warring factions find themselves in an ongoing conflict for territory and resources. One of these groups is the Washington Liberation Front, otherwise known as the WLF. The WLF are a militia group that began as resistance to the military occupation of Seattle, and eventually wrestled control of the city from them. They are highly trained, organized, and well-equipped with weapons they stole from the army. They occupy much of the city, imprisoning or killing trespassers on sight.
Man, look at that grass.
Another trespasser. A girl. Did you see her?
On the other side of this bloody conflict is a group of religious zealots called the Seraphites, or Scars, defined by the self-inflicted deep cuts that they bear across their faces. Like the WLF, they're deeply tribalistic and territorial. They're known for being stealthy, using overgrowth as cover, and they use more silent weapons like bows and arrows.
Clip her wings.
But beyond this conflict among survivors, the threat that originally brought the world to its knees is very much present. Every human is in danger of falling victim to the infected.
Ooh, the bloater.
They are the recently infected runners, who are more numerous and aggressive in this game.
Ooh.
The blind but extremely deadly clickers.
Yep, still
and the
terrifying.
stalkers, who sneak and hide until they're ready to attack,
Ooh.
surprising their victims with extreme agility and brutal violence. The Last of Us Part 2 introduces new stages of infected, such as the Shamblers. Large, heavily armored enemies that are covered in pustule. Upon getting close to you, they expel a corrosive spore cloud that burns its victims. But our most terrifying and lethal new forms of infected will have to wait until you play the game for yourselves. Overcoming these threats will require careful consideration of how you approach every combat encounter and how you leverage Ellie's unique skills, equipment, and the environment to your advantage. The WLF patrol the streets of Seattle with guard dogs, which are capable of detecting and following you, even while in cover. They can pick up your scent and alert their handlers to your presence. Listen mode will reveal your scent trail, so keep moving and cause distractions to avoid detection.
Oh, okay.
25 years after the pandemic began, the world is completely overgrown. Use tall grass to hide from enemies and go prone to stay out of sight.
I mean, we did see
However,
this before,
this
but
form
still,
of analog stealth
I like
means
this.
you're never fully hidden. If enemies get close enough, they can discover you, even in grass. When Ellie is overwhelmed, running away is a viable option. You can also break glass or crawl through tight spaces to find new paths or areas to evade or take on your enemies. In any given combat situation, you can flee an encounter and re-establish stealth to regain the advantage. If you absolutely have to fight your way out, there are a variety of tools at your disposal. Ellie's more agile than most of her enemies. She can sprint
So, is
and
there-
quickly dodge incoming attacks.
Oh, she can dodge.
Learning
Okay.
how opponents attack with different weapons and mastering the timing of your dodges will prevent you from taking damage and create opportunities to counterattack. You can use
I like that
throw
she
items
kept the
or
machete.
well-placed shots to
Ooh.
stun enemies before dealing a killing blow.
That is awesome.
Or using them as a shield to protect yourself or buy some time to figure out your next move. Ellie isn't always alone on her journey.
Yeah.
Allies will take part in helping you navigate the environments, spot enemies, and meaningfully help you in combat encounters.
They don't show Joel. Yeah. Ooh.
Between the human survivors and the roaming infected, there will be times where multiple threats are present, creating new strategic considerations and opportunities. You can choose whether to attack these opponents separately and directly, or find ways to pit them against each other. Flee as they fight, or wait until their numbers have thinned out and engage with whomever's left.
That mechanic from the DLC.
Our goal is to create unparalleled tension, coupled with deep systems that give you greater control and influence over your journey. As you play, you'll be able to invest in a broad collection of crafting items, weapon, and player upgrades through training manuals scattered throughout the environment and scavenging for ingredients.
Uh-huh.
These skills and upgrade manuals cater to a variety of playstyles, and the choices you make will create your own distinct experience. We also wanted to extend that agency and personalization to your weapons through our new workbench system. Scavenge for parts to modify and improve your weapon's performance and attributes, all of which are visualized and become
Nice.
part of your character.
I think there's a fly in here or something. What the hell?
Survival will also require using the parts and ingredients that you'll find in the environment, which can be crafted into a wide range of defensive and offensive items, like proximity mines,
Oh, the crafting menu is
explosive
different.
arrows, pistol suppressors, and more.
But the health meter's still the same. Ooh.
All of these gameplay systems are meant to immerse you in the world and make you feel in lockstep with Ellie's emotional journey. As we've said before, this is Naughty Dog's largest, most ambitious game. It may seem like we covered a lot, but we've only scratched the surface of what it's like to play The Last of Us Part 2. We can't wait for you to experience it all for yourself on June 19th. Until then, here's an extended sequence of never-before-seen gameplay. Enjoy.
All right. She can swim now, right? I wonder if they're going to show a flashback about that. Oh my god, the lily pads. They look so good.
We're searching the area, just in case she's still around.
Isaac's not happy about it.
No shit.
Escape. What the fuck are they talking about?
I don't think I saw a health meter, the breath meter? Yeah, I don't see it. Chances are it is going to show up in the final game. Wait a second. You look like the girl...
Sound.
Rose?
Hands up.
From Star Wars?
Do you know a girl named Nora?
Sure, yeah.
That looks like a PSP.
Where is she?
In the hospital.
Where in the hospital?
Yeah, they're clearing out the upper floors. She's somewhere in there.
Sorry, Rose. Seriously, she looks like Rose. Damn. You should keep the other knife just in case. I mean, steal all the loot. Steal that PSP. Oh, I would have stolen that PSP. She dead. Might as well take it.
Word is we're almost wrapped up.
Good. I got my girl waiting for him for 5.
You shitting me? They put you with Joe again?
Oh my god, look at that floor. This is gorgeous.
Oh, this is not fair.
I'm telling you, man. Data soldier. It makes these shifts so much easier.
Sure. I'll keep that in mind.
Fuck. Sounds like scars are getting closer.
Oh, so you could add a silencer attachment and it has 3 bars right there. Okay, I see it.
Did you hear why we're all getting called up to the fog?
1 bar's down.
I heard that Isaac wants us to retake all of downtown.
I heard we might take the fight to them.
Oh, no way. Not after what went down last time. Even Isaac isn't that crazy.
It's what I heard.
Shut up. All right, calm down.
Ooh.
Sticky tape from that way.
Oh, you're gonna modify that? No, she made a Molotov. Oh, she did modify it. It looks like she put 2 shivs on it. Ooh, she had to burn the dog. Oh, you can see that the silencer is a bit destroyed. That is cool. Damn.
Just like that.
Ooh. Tear gas?
Look out! No, over here! Drop her now!
So how long can you hold on to a person like that for? Like, if you decide not to attack. Ooh! Okay, she does get hit. Good. Ooh, again. Really? That's it? That's all the damage you're gonna take? Damn.
Damn it! Find another way off!
The care you need.
That you, Nora?
Maybe if you posted more guards, Abby would still be herself.
The fuck was Abby here?
I'm not stupid. You're gonna tell us where she went.
Can they really not hear
Talk to
Ellie?
us about this. I'm getting tired of this.
Nora. Nora! I'm not going down for her.
I mean, you hear the creaking, right? Even in Die Hard, people could still hear McClane going through the vents. Wait, what is that? Hey, go back for that! No, I would have taken that! Play it right.
Don't scream. Put that shit down.
Oh my god, look at all the details. Even the door looks not very beautiful.
You remember me?
Yeah, there was a fly. Yeah.
You remember me?
I want more. Well, June 19. Yep. I think that, yep, that is it. That is it. All right, so, like I said, I wasn't a big fan of the last trailer they showed. I honestly thought it was pretty boring. It's weird because I know a lot of the footage they showed was new, but it honestly felt like it's something I've seen before. Nothing unique in there interested me. I mean, nothing looked unique. So that's why I didn't like the last trailer. And to be honest, it kind of felt a bit rushed. I didn't like the editing that much, and didn't like... I don't know, it's weird. I just didn't like the trailer. Here's the thing. I avoided spoilers the entire time. I avoided social media about The Last of Us Part 2. I heard that people are not happy with the leaks. I heard that people are not happy with Neil Druckmann. I heard that people are not happy with Naughty Dog. And I do get that. But again, once I finally get to try this out, then I can make up my own mind about it. For now, after seeing the gameplay of this, I'm really, really excited. This looks awesome. It's gorgeous. The animations are great. I'm glad that we're as Ellie, and you know, everything about it looks great. You could say that I'm a Naughty Dog fanboy and that I would just like anything they do. But the thing is that if this ends up sucking, then I will tell you the truth that I think that the game sucks. But I'm really, really hopeful for this. The gameplay looks great. So, like I said about the underwater thing, usually next to the health bar, there should be the breath bar. And it usually shows up every time you go underwater. But for some reason, it didn't show that time around. Unless it was on the screen, I just don't see it. But after she got into combat, you do see the health meter. So I assume that there will be a breath meter as well, unless she can hold her breath for a long time. I highly doubt that. The thing is... the grabbing the enemies thing. I honestly haven't done it in the game, or I usually just knock them out or kill them instantly, so I never use them as a human shield. So probably that answered my question on how long can you actually hold them as a human shield. Is it like 5 seconds, 10 seconds, or infinite? I don't know. But I wonder, again, how long would it be over here? It is kind of sad that you have no choice but to kill the guard dogs. I mean, I guess you do have a choice. You don't have to kill them, but it seems like you really, really have to. So people who are dog people are not going to like this. But again, what can you do in that situation besides just running away? So when they showed the ally gameplay, I'm not sure. I don't think they showed Joel, not even for a second. They showed the Asian guy and they showed her girlfriend. Oh, where was it? It was much earlier on, right? Yeah. Forget about it. I'm pretty sure they didn't show... Oh, yeah, it's around here. I don't think they actually showed Joel at all.
New strategic consideration.
So that's why I'm a little... Yeah, that's a girl.
Between the human survivors and...
There's the Asian guy. Yeah, who was that? Was that the Asian guy as well? It looks like that could be Joel, but I assume it's the Asian guy. So yeah, they don't show Joel that much. And in the other trailers, we do see him. So I'm wondering... how much of an impact he's going to be in the final game. And also, for that segment where Ellie was killing everyone, how much of this game do we get to play as Ellie and do not have an ally? Because Joel is usually with someone. Usually. There are sections where he is by himself in the original Last of Us, but most of the times he's always with someone. Heck, sometimes even with more than 2 people. Like he was with Ellie and Tess at one point, Ellie and Bill at one point, Ellie, Henry, and Sam at one point, Ellie and Tommy. So yeah, that's why I'm wondering how much of this game are you going to spend with an ally and how much of it is going to be with Joel? Because everyone wants to see Joel back, and it looks like from the other trailers that he's going to be in it, but I'm kind of worried that he's really not, because maybe they're not showing him at Jackson County. Maybe there is footage of him over there before everything turns to shit, but from what it seems like he was not there. And he actually meets up with Ellie much later on. I'm just hoping that's much earlier, but that would mean that the Asian guy at least would be dead. That's what it seems like. Either he's dead or captured, or he ran away, or he gives up. That's it. Unless he stays alive throughout. Wow, that'll be interesting. The characters I do want to see again. I do want to see Bill again. We see Tommy over here. I hope that we see his wife. I hope that she doesn't die. Because I feel like there's more we could do with her. And David is definitely dead. Marlene is definitely dead. So, I wonder if we get to see some familiar faces again. I do want to see Bill again. I really want to see him again. So, here's the thing, guys. I'm avoiding all spoilers. I'm turning off the comments for this video. I'm pretty sure there's going to be big dislikes because I said I like this footage. But here's the thing. It might suck. It might. Neil Druckmann could be a terrible guy. I don't know much about that. I don't want to know more about that until I finally get to try this for myself on my own, experience it all, and then I could give you my final thoughts. I'll be uploading my playthrough of the original Last of Us soon. I'm gonna turn off comments on that one because I know there's gonna be at least one person who doesn't care that I'm trying to avoid spoilers actually spoil the shit for me because they have satisfaction in it. Like they are satisfied that they ruined something for somebody else. I hate that. That happened to me before. I don't want it to happen again. June 19 is very, very close by. All I'm asking for is for no spoilers. That's all I care about. Anyway, so that's my reaction to this state of play. Actually, this is interesting. They did a state of play for Ghost of Tsushima like a week or two ago, and now they're doing for The Last of Us Part 2. We haven't had a state of play. Usually when we get a state of play, it's months in between. Now it's like a week or two. So I'm very impressed, but you know what that means. They're not going to show that much after this unless they're going to focus on the PS5. I did hear a report that the PS5 stuff is coming out as early as next week. Hopefully we'll see something for that. But chances are we might not. The release for those is coming soon, right? It's in the winter, so we'll see. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.